That just about wraps up sophomore year, but I did want to mention a couple more things. To start, I always grew up a very angry kid. I got in a lot of fights post second grade when I had to restart it again and live with my mother. I fought with the kids at school when I was living in a trailer. There's like a bunch of trailers, and I lived in one of them. I got fought with a kid there. I fought a lot in high school during dodgeball. I don't know why, and I think now I know why. But essentially, then I was living in the moment. I didn't see value in the future and the things that I could accomplish or what could drag me down. If I were to do something terrible right now, there goes my potential 10-year plan of Lumi Lumi, or motivating people for suicide prevention, or a lot of things. So back then I was just fighting because all I knew was the moment, the day, the week, or the month. I didn't think about the future, and that's something that I think more people need to be aware of when they allow anger to consume them, because we're more than just the day that we're living in. And so, last but not least, again, I didn't really hang out with my cousins, even though I went there. It was just really myself until junior year, which is going to be the next topic. And that's really it, but I have time, so this is what I wanted to address. I saw recently that some people jumped people in the Knicks game, outside of it at least, a Spurs fan. Since the players didn't really dig into it as much, I will. That was the disgusting, pathetic, weak attitude and action. And you should be ashamed of yourself, very much so. You don't understand that these people have families, and you never know when these people are going to support you. For example, there is a a couple who got injured, I think, and I think a mother or someone helped them out, and then they all drove by to thank the kid out at a lemonade stand. If you've seen the YouTube video, you never know when the stranger you're jumping's family member or someone might be an asset to someone in your life. Maybe they become a public speaker and help prevent your sister from committing suicide. What if we go to war? What if next you know they all rush into New York, and that something happens in New York, and then the person who saves you just so happens to be the one that you just jumped out of spite of the fact that your team lost in a sport that we're supposed to love. And guess what? In war, there's probably not going to be a lot of sports happening if it's happening on the promised land, in our country, the United States. We're going to be probably having to support each other out of being forced to. And yet you want to live in a lifestyle where you just jump people because of a sport. That's wrong, and it's disgusting. Maybe they're obnoxious. Let them be obnoxious and let the cops handle them, or go talk to someone about it, but don't hurt them.